A very strange man came into my office yesterday. He was about 5 feet tall and about 200 pounds. He had long hair that was all over the place. It probably hasn't been combed since the Nixon administration. He kept muttering unintelligibly under his breath. He went round and round the room, looking in all of my drawers. He messed all my papers up. Every time I approached him, he stared at me with blood-red eyes and grunted. I think his eyes even lit up, and steam came out of his ears. Eventually, he tried to pick up my sofa and carry it out of the room, but it was too heavy. Finally, he climbed into the fireplace and worked his way up the chimney. I can still smell him, you know.
He must have gotten in through our firewall.
How can a smelly old tramp get through a firewall?
I have no idea. That is so strange. Totally weird. I only just configured the firewall yesterday. That should never have happened.
I don't get it. A smelly tramp comes through our firewall, ransacks my office, and climbs up my chimney. What has that got to do with the firewall?
That puzzles me too. The firewall should have stopped him.
So how come he climbed into my fireplace and crawled up the chimney?
Well, that's a fireplace, not a firewall.
So where the hell's the firewall?
Actually, there are 5 of them. They're all in the server room.
So if they're in the server room, how would they stop a smelly tramp from getting into my office?
They would block his IP address.
His IP address?
Yes. That's how firewalls work.
Okay. So what is a smelly old tramp doing with my IP address?
It's probably just identity theft.
Identity theft?
Yes. It happens all the time. Every time you surf the web, anyone can steal your identity. That's why we have firewalls. So nobody can steal your identity while you're surfing the web.
But I don't surf the web.
You don't?
Error. No.
I can check that for you. Maybe you just surf the web without realizing it. I suppose that would be possible. I can tell exactly which websites you have visited. I might be able to find out where the smelly old tramp came from.
Ah. Don't bother with that. Just check my email. My email doesn't work. It never works. All I want is my email. That's what happens when you mess about with the firewall. My email stops working. Don't worry about the smelly old tramp. I'll just drop a couple of extra logs on the fire.
Okay.